Hello there and welcome to the Green Living Chat podcast brought to you by Kamath Solutions in Ghana. I'm your host David Ewuzi-Mensah, and today we are ready for season 3 of the Green Living Chat podcast. So before we kick off with the episodes, we want to do a recap of what we did in season 2 and also what to expect for season 3. Here we go. So generally, season 2 was amazing on the Green Living Chat. We were able to produce about 24 episodes in the season, and it was full of exciting conversations with people in the industry of sustainability, providing solutions in a very peculiar way in so many different countries. Our episodes were grouped into 3 main segments which we have on the Green Living Chat, and we'll be telling you more about these segments and how they're gonna look in the new season later in this conversation. But as usual, we were having our environmental sustainability segment where we have discussions with people in the industries who are providing solutions in a peculiar way. The Industry 5.0 segment where I host guests together with Michael Rada, who is the founder of Industry 5.0 from Czech Republic. Industry 5.0 seeks to achieve a wasteless world by applying systematic principles to reduce and prevent waste from occurring. We had exciting conversations with industries to help them have conversations to find out how we can prevent massive waste from our chain of processes. We also had the research stories segment where we have interviews with researchers in the academia sector talking about their researches and how they can be implemented in the industry. So we had lots of researchers from different backgrounds coming to talk about their researches and how they can be useful in the industry, and also picked up their thoughts on issues surrounding sustainability and climate change, as well as the regenerative economy. And I have to say, the diversity in our guests who came on the show was just amazing. We had guests coming from over 10 different countries. We had amazing conversations with women doing amazing work in the field and in the industry, and amazing men also doing significantly well in the industry. And I must say that I had a lot of insight in this episode. One amazing thing I also enjoyed on the podcast was generally about the podcast key question, where we normally ask people if they had one chance to change one thing in the environment or about human behavior towards the environment, what would it be? This question actually brought out a lot of interesting answers that actually blew my mind, and I learned a lot of things out of it. And I must remind you that all these conversations are readily available on all podcast platforms. You just have to type Green Living Chat Podcast on Google or any podcast platforms, and you can hear these conversations and educate yourself. But I must say that whilst you are listening to this recap episode, why don't you share our podcast with someone who really needs to hear this, and give us a star rating or a review on the platform which you are listening to this podcast. This helps others to be able to find this podcast. The takeaway we generally got from all these episodes was basically that sustainability is very important in our days. Let no one discourage you about this, because there are people who are making it possible. Of course, the little progress that we are making cannot be compared to the huge impact that can be made from the government levels. And if any government is listening, I pray and I hope that we are going to pay attention to the conversations that we are having, not just on the Green Living Chat, but other great platforms who are also doing great work about making an impact on the environment. We need policies that will work. We need you to bring in incentives to help local people who are turning sustainable solutions into jobs and employment for the people. We need our government to make policies to regulate the industries. Everyone I asked this question had an issue with the single-use materials that we have. If you think about it, it doesn't really make sense at all for us to be using single-use products. So what is the way forward? We have to keep advocating, because I know for sure that the governments are not ready to make a change, because normally what we are seeing is that sustainability doesn't make economic sense. But until when are we going to depend on things making economic sense before we give it attention? If we do not take care, very soon we will have to be keeping trees under protective environments for us to preserve them. We'll be keeping trees in the museums for our kids to come and look at them, that this was what we call a tree. And we are not exaggerating this, because things are happening. See the climate changes that we are seeing all around the world. No one expected certain things to happen, and they are increasingly happening, and you cannot tell me that this is not connected to climate change. I call my parents back at home and they tell me that it's supposed to be raining, but it's not raining. What is happening? Do you know how many species that are getting out of extinct? We don't have to wait for the high and big impact before we know that things are happening. So join the campaign. Let's talk to our government, write to the industries. They should stop making money even when they know that the products they are making are not healthy. It has gotten that far that it's in agriculture as well. Now the things that we are eating, we are not sure about them at all, whether they are healthy or organic. The change needs to start now, and we don't have to wait anymore. So on the Green Living Chat Season 2, we were also putting out quotes from the conversations that we were having. And if you follow us on our social media platforms, I'm sure you have seen a lot of this. So kindly spread these messages out. We pick out quotes from conversations that we are having on the podcast, and we spread it out to educate people. We have one quote coming out every week, just as the podcast is being released on Sundays by 6 p.m. GMT. So finally, we move into season 3. In season 3, we are still maintaining the 3 segments that we had on the Green Living Chat, but we are taking it into another level. And I just want to give you a little glimpse of it, and we should be talking more about these things as the season heads forward. On the Green Living Chats now, we are having more collaborations with other industries and companies who have seen what we're doing to be good within Ghana and outside Ghana as well. So we'll be announcing these things as time goes. And we are also open for collaborations to support webinars, to support workshops, seminars, and environmental related projects. So if you have a program that is going on and you want our listeners to also partake, get in touch with us. Shoot us an email at glcpodcast@ecoamitsolutions.com, and we will get in touch with you to see how we can help. Again, we have a co-host for the Research Stories segment. Yay! So let's hear him out.
Hello everyone, this is Daniel from Green Living Chats. We are very excited to announce Season 3 of our podcast shows. We invite you to be a part of this season's exciting programs, such as panel discussions, webinars, and more conversations through interviews. Be a part of this and don't miss out.
Yes, we are having exciting journeys on the Research Stories segment on the Green Living Chats podcast, and you should expect a lot of things. We have lots of packages put together for this season on this particular segment, and get ready for a lot of surprises on this segment of the Green Living Chat. Meanwhile, we have exciting packages conversations on the environmental sustainability segment as well as the Industry 5.0 segment. So know that next week, that is 8th of August 2021, we are kicking off with the first episode of season 3 on the Green Living Chat podcast. There are a lot to say, but I just need to keep this episode really short because I'm just passing through, but I still had lots of experience on this podcast. And I just want to say thank you to all our guests who showed up for season 2 of the Green Living Chats. You made my work so easy and you guys are so warm. Thank you so much for your time on the Green Living Chat, and shout outs to the team who are helping to make this possible. And welcome Dr. Daniel Fifi Hagan to join our conversations here as a co-host on the research segment on the Green Living Chat podcast. So see you on the next episode. Oh no, let me let Daniel do this.
See you on the next episode, and remember to live green. Ciao.